Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Nono Ninja run. This will be episode 2. Last time we kind of got ourselves all equipped and everything from Sanctuary, Red Rocket, Concord, and the surrounding areas. And now it is time to take stock of what we want to take with us. We won't be back here for quite a long time, so really just going to take the most important items, which for me is going to be adhesive, fiberglass, rubber, and that's going to be mostly it. A little bit of oil and that sort of thing for if I need to make more shadowed type stuff. So I've got enough weight capacity. I'm just going to grab all of that rubber because again, with the rules of this run, I will not be able to just purchase any shipments of rubber or anything else like that. So with that, we are going to head out down south a ways and fight some ghouls and see what else we encounter. Nice thing about Concord is it basically remains empty of enemies. Later on you can find some wandering raiders and that sort of thing, but right now, while the quest is still active for me to go help Preston, the game generally doesn't spawn anything in there, which is nice. So what I'm going to do is head down. There's this little campsite over to the right of where Trashcan Carla sets up shop. There's one important item down here for this run, and that is one free Addictol. And I don't think I was able to gather any of that just yet, so it's pretty important for me to grab that because I can't purchase any Addictol, and I can't remove addictions via a doctor. So any drug use is going to carry the risk of addiction or alcohol use, and yeah, I don't want to walk around in withdrawal. That's just going to handicap me even more. So I'm going to go over here and fight a few ghouls. Hoping I can possibly sneak up on them, but it is broad daylight, so it's gonna be tough. And so this might be the first time that I end up needing to use some drugs to get through this fight, because there's I believe four ghouls here, and if I don't approach quietly enough... Oh, one's already moving around. That's not good. Yeah, if I don't approach quietly enough, that one underneath is going to pop up, and this one back here is going to wake up. And yeah, I've been detected already. This is not going to go well. We're just going to charge in. Not really the best ninja type moves. Yeah, I don't care about the blowfly. Running out of action points. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That hurt. Alright, well, that's what we have the various food items for. Grilled Radstag is going to be helpful right now anyways, because I am carrying quite a bit of stuff. And until I get to the next place that is going to be my home base, I don't really have a way to store it. Finally snuck up on one, and he goes down a lot easier. Into the root cellar. We'll take a bit of radiation damage here as well, but I'll pop a Rad-X before I go in there so that I can at least minimize the amount of rads I eat. Alright. There's not a lot of important stuff in here. Definitely if this was a a run where I couldn't heal, there's no way I would come in here. But since it's not that kind of run, I'm willing to deal with being irradiated a little bit just to get those things, and most importantly, the bottle cap mine, this wasteland survival guide, is pretty much useless. It just marks Diamond City on your map, and at this point most of us know how to find Diamond City. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, that attack on the Ghoul Central here didn't go quite as well as I wanted. I should also mention I want to be on the lookout for circuitry and fiber optics. Not going to find a lot of stuff with fiber optics out here, simply because apparently there weren't a lot of biometric scanners and microscopes and that sort of thing in use in Sanctuary, Concord, and Red Rocket.
Yeah.
Hi, Trash Can Carla. Now, I always look both directions here, not for traffic, well, kind of for traffic. Often the game will spawn like a pack of 4 wild dogs or something, and I don't like to get into the conversation with Carla until I'm sure that there's nothing there. Of course, with this run, since I can't purchase anything from Carla, it's pretty much just
looking for love, sweetheart.
flirt with her a little bit and make her happy, tell her no thanks on the bartering, and then leave. I do that, there's a Mr. Gutsy, and he's going to be the one that's enforcing the curfew, and I don't want to be anywhere near him. He looks friendly, but the moment he sees someone out after curfew, he will attack, and I'll pretty much die immediately, so we're going to run away from that. Thankfully, he didn't appear exactly while I was with Carla, because that could have been really bad. I'm going to go ahead and ignore Wolfgang and Trudy and their little dispute over who owes what and all of that, mainly because I don't want to take Great Mentats right now to get my charisma up to enough to make sure that I am able to pass the speech checks, and I definitely don't want to get into combat because I won't be able to do any sneak attacks, and they have guns, all of them, so whichever side I choose, I will be up against people who are shooting at me. Now, I did grab the key at Wicked Shipping, which is going to be handy right here, and a few other spots. Some explosives, that's always nice. I also like to pop up here and just kind of see if I can VAT scan into there to see what kind of encounter is in there. Since I can't, I'm just going to avoid it. It's probably not worth the risk. I've seen there be Yaoguai in there, ghouls, raiders, packs of vicious dogs. I've seen non-violent confrontations too, or encounters I should say, but not really interested in gambling on that in this sort of run. I'm not seeing anything over there. There's always a random encounter. I shouldn't say always, but frequently a random encounter. It looks like barrels, so there's probably a rad roach, and those are probably radioactive barrels, so I will be avoiding that as well. And now we're going to come see what we can do in the Super Duper Mart. As I mentioned last time, ballistic fiber is going to be worth more than pretty much anything for me in this run, and ghouls, for some reason, seem to be a good source of military-grade duct tape, and that and military ammo bags are the only two sources that I will have for ballistic fiber. Now, it is broad daylight, and the raider up there with the fat man, he's not out there now. There he is. So I'm going to stand in the shadows while he stares over in this direction. And then once he turns, there we go. Now I will duck in here. We don't want to hear that whistling sound of a mini nuke being launched. Okay, so Super Duper Mart is kind of interesting. There's ghouls. They're all dead right now, but more will come. and the game kind of spawns them as you hit certain points within the Super Duper Mart. So I know most of where those trigger points are, so we will be spawning them. But first, we're going to go ahead and hack this terminal and get that Protectron, I cannot say that word, Protectron moving, because he's going to be really, really helpful. And
I'm through.
there we go. Also, crack open the safe via the terminal. Not that there's probably much of anything in there. Oh, I forgot to set the Protectron to be a fireman. So I'm not exactly sure actually which mode he will be in. So hopefully it's not a mode that is actively against any violence. I believe even if it's the police mode, he will just not want me to be shooting a gun. But that was kind of a major screw up, and this could be a very, very quickly done run if that Protectron decides that I am an enemy. Since I'm wearing the hard hat, I should have probably just made him a construction worker. Then he wouldn't have cared about Molotovs and really anything. He would have just been like, hey, you're wearing a hard hat, thank you for obeying our regulations, and see you later.
Yes.
But still, I don't need orange mentats, even though that's an interesting draw in that first aid kit. I'll never need more accuracy in VATS with my melee damage. I simply can't get more accuracy in VATS. It's 95 or 0. Swing around here. A little disappointed, not a lot of luck with various ghoul corpses so far, but there's plenty more. Ideally, if I can get at least one military grade duct tape out of this location,
Sweet.
it will be a success. I'll grab that corn. Alright, pop down the window there, slowly but surely. And dead. And then you got out a little quicker than I was expecting, and I took some damage there. Boy. Ah, wow, this is great. 3 antibiotics. That's amazing. Now, even if I don't get any military grade duct tape, I'll still be happy with this loot. Although, still would like the duct tape. Don't need the kickball because I'm carrying over 300 rubber. Now, there is one ghoul still alive and active. He's right on the other side of that, unless the robot took him out. Sometimes he does, but generally not. No, he's still there. But he's just kind of laying there, so he's fine. I'll hop on here and grab the various Nuka-Colas. Industrial solvent, not what I want. Well, you guys are a real letdown so far. Let's spawn some more. Employees only. And now I'm about to spawn 2 or 3 that come out the other door, and usually they end up meeting the Protectron, I'm going to say that word eventually, before they meet me, but I didn't do a very good job of making sure the robot was in a good spot, so I'm just going to have to hope that he finds them soon. We'll hear his laser if he does. There's a soap up here and a carrot. And of course the game makes the surprising sound. Oh, red dress. That's lighter weight than the sequin dress. So we will... Oh, I didn't realize I had 2 sequin dresses, and I forgot to scrap the leather. Darn it. I don't really need this wig. I'll drop those if I end up needing the weight. But yeah, the red dress is a half a pound lighter than any other dress. So whenever I come across that, grab that for the charisma boost. Oh, 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 oh. I have... There's... Now he's seeing the other ones. I've never seen where one of those actually came to the back like that. That surprised me a little bit. Gold watch, I don't really want to grab. I'd like to take the telephone for the fiberglass. Yeah, we'll grab it. 3 pounds though. I guess if it comes down to it, I can drop a bunch of rubber too. Ideally, I won't have to though. Oh, there's the third one. I thought there was 3, and that guy never got up. It's interesting. Now, there's one alive back there, but I'm not going to mess with him yet. When I walk through here, more will spawn. Thankfully, this time the robot is in a good position for me. So when they come back out, he may notice them, although they're not the fastest to come out. I might have to go smack them myself. You got intruders. No? You're just gonna patrol the empty wall. Oh, there we go. Well, if you're not gonna do it, the ghoul will do it for us. Okay, and there's the other one ducking back there. Yep, I'm gonna have to just take care of this. This isn't going as smooth as I would like. There's my friend. Darn. We're getting low on ghouls here. Alright, we'll go back here, and we'll take care of the roamer. And this one. Oh, and a level up, that's nice. Okay, so now there's one that came out, will come out right over there. Yep, and he sees me already, and he's out of range of blitz. That's not good. And he's probably got a friend. Oh, I did get a sneak attack on him. That was amazing. I think there's one more that pops out, but we'll just see. Not a lot of good loot there. We'll see. This should hopefully have some explosives of some kind.
Nice.
Nope. Alright, and none of these had military grade duct tape. A little bit of wonder glue, that's fine, but not really what I want. Baseball, that's something. A little bit of cork. Useful for making the lightweight armor. I will grab the razor grain. Oh, and the newsboy cap, because that's a lighter weight item than what I have. Leather right arm. Go ahead and grab that. Currently my hat... Oh, did I not even have a charisma hat? I didn't. Oh, very good then. There we go. Okay, where did he kill that other... Okay, so there's probably a ghoul. Yep, right here. And no. So, this was a big old bust in terms of finding military grade duct tape. Very sad. I have had runs where, by the time I was able to make ballistic weave, I had more than enough to make 2 pieces. It's pretty rare. Most of the time, I might have enough to make 1. But, well, we still have hope. There's still 2 more back here. Nope. And... Now, you might have noticed I waited a second to enter VATS and swing at him. That's because just that little step up, VATS will essentially think that I can't get to him for whatever reason. Open up the door. And out we go. Now I'm not going to go that way. There's turrets and raiders and all kinds of things that I don't want to deal with over there. Not to mention heading further south that way will take me through Cambridge, College Square, which is littered with mines, and which reminds me, I have 2 level ups. Wow. Alright, well, I think we're going to do 2 levels of sneak. And once I get that 3rd level of sneak at level 12, that's when I won't care about mines anymore. Until then, yeah, 1 wrong step and this run is entirely over. There's a little crate inside here that sometimes can have something useful, and a little bit of XP just for picking the lock.
Got it.
Sure, I'll grab both of those. Not that I want either of them really, but they might prove useful. The Radix, maybe down the line. And now, we're kind of in the clear in terms of enemies that I need to be sneaking around to avoid up until we get up to the kind of the intersection here. There are some dogs kind of over in that area that can sense you if you're just running or sprinting around, but for the most part they're far enough away. They're kind of over by the railroad tracks there, hovering over a rad stag corpse. And so yeah, when I'm up here they can kind of be potentially aware that there's noise, but they won't do anything. And then there's a rad roach up there. I'm going to take out all of these little rad roaches for the meat and for the XP. It's not much, but it's pretty easy. Even though I will be detected, he won't jump off the wall until I'm really close to him, and Blitz can jump all the way across there and smash him. So I don't need any of that stuff, but once I move over here, the other 4 will crawl out and be available to... I don't know why I'm using my machete on rad roaches, but there you go. And there we have it. Oh, there's one more, that's right. Where'd you go? There you are. Now, there is a quantum up there that I can try and jump up and grab, but it takes me a few tries and it's going to be kind of embarrassing, so I'm just going to skip it. I think I have a quantum or 2 in my inventory already. Now, one of the reasons I took both sneaks right away there, obviously, for help sneaking, but also the avoiding floor-based traps like this one. Now, I know it's there, so I'd be fine without it, but there's probably ones that I won't remember, and I would just blunder into. And besides, being more sneaky is an integral part of this build.
Nice.
Alright, just a little wrench and some duct tape. I am getting up there on weight already, but there is an armor bench right here. Once I dispatch of some mole rats. I'm not going to take the teeth. Okay. I'm going to be low on action points pretty soon. And it's a rabid. Let's do the rabid one first. It's good that I got that in one hit. Getting shots in on you, they just don't hurt very much, so we're fine. And now that I've got a few antibiotics in my pocket, I'm not too concerned. But did I just pick up the hide? I think I did. Was there no meat on it? Or did I grab that already? Oh well, there's an armor bench right over there. So I might need some leather. We'll see. Grab the meat. Be ready for that guy. That's a rabid one as well. And I'm not sure why mole rats are carrying bottle caps, but one has to assume they just kind of killed these guys and ate the bottle caps or something. I'm not sure. Don't need to worry about the ammo boxes. That nuka grenade is going to come in handy. Possibly for blowing myself up, but it'll be handy regardless. And one last mole rat. And there we go. Now I can kind of walk around with impunity here. Grab the frag grenade and disarm the tripwire for the XP. And, oh, another nuka grenade. That's amazing. And we're going to put on the rags in a moment here. 3 nuka grenades? I don't think that's ever happened to me. It's just to make up for the lack of military grade duct tape at the Super Duper Mart. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put on the mask and the long rags. I'm not going to do another Rad-X because I'm just going to be zipping in here, grabbing. There's nothing at all good. This was a complete waste to take the rads. Darn. Oh well. Now I can drop this stuff because that's the whole reason I've been carrying it, was for that one stupid maneuver that I didn't really even need to do. And I'll get armored back up here. Another bottle cap mine, very useful. We're going to go ahead and scrap the one piece there, that's right. Oh, wait, and can I make anything else lightweight with, yes. Yeah, we'll do the leather left arm. And now I'm done with that, so we'll mark it with the asterisk. Alright, we're moving along. Oh, let's make sure I've got all the scrap that I just used. That was a lot of scrap I used just to make one lightweight thing. There's a lot left in there. Quickly make some food. Cook some food, I should say. One thing I noticed recording for the first time in the last installment is people sure make talking while they're playing look easy. It's not nearly as easy for me as other people make it look when I'm watching their videos. I get a little too concerned about what I'm saying and fail to pay attention, like what happened with the Super Duper Mart. And because of that, I've taken more rads and more solid hits than I normally would at this point, which makes me think that unless I get this whole talking thing down, this might not be a solid, complete run. Now, you probably guessed, if you've watched anyone else play Fallout 4 or played it yourself on survival mode, my destination is eventually, pretty quickly here, going to be Hangman's Alley. It's the only settlement, such as it is, close to Diamond City, and it's close to pretty much everywhere I'm going to want to be. So it's really kind of the gold standard in terms of a settlement to use for survival when you can't fast travel anywhere. And also, once you get into the Institute and you can use their teleporter, you always come out over in CIT, which is really close to the Hangman's Alley. So, we will be going there as soon as possible. I've never ever seen any spawns of any enemies in this area between the brewery and kind of the rough area around Hangman's Alley. I think that might be because the spaceship crash lands right around there, and there's just might be some issues surrounding that, or it might just be that they wanted a relatively safe area. You might notice I didn't go to Oberlin Station. There is, on the railroad tracks, usually an alpha version of a dog. Sometimes it can even be an alpha vicious. And it's right on the way to Oberlin Station on those railroad tracks. So I avoid that. Later that dog will move kind of off of the railroad tracks, and so I'll go deal with him when I'm stronger. Now you can hear, possibly, it's getting louder, the super mutants and Diamond City guards fighting it out. I want to switch back over to Molotovs, and this always gets a little dicey. I try to help out. I also try to make it here at low enough level that the super mutants that they're fighting are pretty weak. They're always the same level, so depending on how early you can get here, you can make it so that they will almost certainly win, or if you get here late, you can make it that they will almost certainly lose. Now, I'm trying to stay out here. There's a lot, but I always... Oh, I'm not close enough. This is going to be tricky. Oh, the dog is biting me. And they see me, they see me, they see me. Let's get out of there and back around the corner. Now, taking out those dogs allows the Diamond City security to start firing again. The one guy's way too close. I'm worried about this guy running in front of me. That's why I'm not throwing a Molotov yet. Yeah, see, like that. And I don't know where the third... Oh. Are we down to one Diamond City? Alright, I gotta start throwing Molotovs like crazy now. I did hit him. Okay. There's, I think, 3 super mutants left. Oh, the other one must be around. Oh, he's still alive. That's good, that's good. Alright. We're doing okay. Oh, he almost ran right in front of me, and I would have eaten that Molotov. Okay. There. Now he should be able to go down. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, is providing backup. I don't know why you're shouting about it. Alright. What do you think of that?
Damn. Not afraid of mutants, huh? You're our kind of gal.
Darn right. Okay. Let's grab this mutant hound meat. Very, very important. Seeing that baseball bat, I just realized I forgot to go into a town, or a home, up in Concord. And there's a baseball bat there that I was going to grab. That mine has killed me before. I did not realize it was there. I went to loot one of the gore bags, and boom. So, we'll be avoiding that until level 12. Yeah, I'm disappointed that that house also has some good drugs in it, and now I don't know if I do have a quantum. Because I usually grab one from there. Oh, that's right, I grabbed 2 from the Super Duper Mart. So we're fine. Now, I'm going to loot these bodies, even though there's almost certainly nothing that I want, because they use guns, and if they don't use guns, they use boards. But sometimes you get lucky, and they'll still have an explosion. An explosion. Yes, they'll have an explosion. They'll have an explosive that you can use, like a Molotov, since I used up, what, 4 or 5, taking them down. This chest, you know, I'll grab it for the pocketed, just because I can put that on my right arm until I have enough items to make everything lightweight. So now we're coming up here. This is my favored approach for Hangman's Alley. There's 4 or 5 raiders. I can never remember. I think there's 5. Obviously all of them have guns, and it can get a little dicey, especially, obviously, with being a melee build. So rather than go in and try and fight them, I'm just going to be up here, wait for that guy to start crafting. There's usually one asleep over here that wakes up for whatever reason when I get nearby, and there's one I just saw him move there. Sometimes they'll go out and kind of keep the cook company, and I can get 3 with 1 grenade. So I just need to be patient. That guy over there is going to see and come shooting at me. I'm hearing gunshots and explosions over there. I think another super mutant, or yeah, another gang of super mutants possibly. Okay, maybe these 2 guys are gonna get together. No, well, that's unfortunate. All right, we're just gonna see if we can get him at least. Okay, gotta level up. Take care of that quick. Level 8. Yeah, at this point, I'm dealing with people who are going to be shooting at me, so Lone Wanderer is the obvious choice, and we will just back off so they can't see me.
Someone's out there.
Yep, someone's out there. Alright, they're definitely fighting something over there, and I just got experience for it for whatever reason. So, alright, there's one, and he's a psycho. Okay, yeah, there's 2 or 3 altogether. Oh, that was nice. Now, there's at least 1 left. I think there might be.
Scared, huh?
Yeah. Bounce that off the wall. Oh, landed right in the windowsill. That's no good. Alright, maybe up a little higher to bounce it off the wall. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Alright. Now that I'm in hidden, I know that all of them are dead, because they wouldn't just suddenly be like, oh, well, there was explosions and my buddies are all dead, but I'm sure it's fine. Sometimes they will be like that, but not here. So, yeah, we have secured Hangman's Alley. We've killed a few ghouls, killed a few super mutants. I got some mutant hound meat, so I can get rid of some of my radiation. So yeah, I think we'll call that a relatively successful second episode. And hopefully everyone who watched this, all 2 of you, enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll be trying to keep these episodes a little shorter than that first one. That one was over an hour long, and it got tough to edit and tough to upload to YouTube. So we'll deal with little shorter segments whenever possible. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll come back for the next one.